Right, so this is just a quick one on Trachycarpus Fortunei or Trachycarpus palms. And if you've been following the videos here, you'll know that I had pots with several palms growing out of the one pot, and I pulled them all apart, teased them apart, and planted them back up in the springtime. And basically what happened is the plants are going to go into shock. Okay, but they are throwing out new spears, but what can happen is they can die totally back. Some of them have died totally back, so I've just cut them back right back hard. So here's one here, and it's starting to throw a new spear, and I don't mind at all because for this project these will be planted down into the wood. Okay, but definitely, if I mean it's not you don't have to be a genius to work out that if the plants are gone into shock and they don't have the energy or the strength built up in the plant to support the fronds and the palm leaves, they're just going to die back. So as I've kept a check on them, I've just cut away the fronds and the palm leaves as I've needed to, and the palms have responded to this by throwing out new spears. So if you end up doing what I did by pulling them all apart, because Trachycarpus palms are not multi-stemmed. Okay, if you see a couple of plants with different stems coming up, it means they're all individual palms that are in the same pot. But I didn't want to plant them up with several in the one pot. So to get the most out of my money, I separated them all. So you can see there was, what, 1, 2, 3, probably 4 originally petioles with the palm leaves, and they just started going back on into shock. Plant didn't have the energy to support them, so I just cut them back as they were struggling. And then the palms will actually just respond because it's able to handle the stress, they'll start throwing out new spears. So here's one there. I had to cut back on the latest check, 1, 2, 3, 4, but throwing out a spear anyway. And it doesn't bother me at all, because what I will do is with all these palms, they're just going to stay in their pots now until they build up nice and strong and the trunks build up. I suppose the litmus test now will be this winter, how they get through the winter. Recently I brought in eucalyptus. They were only small trees, but I repotted them straight into topsoil. Some of them got some compost, and they're all doing fine. So if your palm leaves are dying back and you've had to separate them out in the pots, cut them back, because the palms will be able to handle it, and they'll throw in new spears.